Hey everyone, nice to see you on YouTube again. Wanted to do a kind of a weekly read here. I guess that's all I'm doing these days. Just sort of waiting for something to happen, but nothing seems to really be shifting yet. However, the sun did go into Virgo just yesterday, depending on where you live. So there is that shift in the energy, which is great. Good for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo people. Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces, Sagittarius. I'll be getting squares from the sun, except for Virgo, of course, but time to take action. Virgo's all about analysis and study and details and service. It's a great sign. Can get caught up in the details. So this time of year, we start to go into the harvest, and that's a good time to clean up. So with the change of seasons coming up in about 30 days, Venus is right now in water sign Cancer. All the planets are going forward except for Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto. And Uranus is stationing, so there'll be a shift there. You follow the astrology. Mercury and Leo. It's going back over the last 30 days of ideas and action and leadership, ideas, action. Wanted to see what we can read on today. Still some people up in the air about what's going on generally. Put the cards down here. What's going on today, this week? Of course, we're going into a time of great analysis, Virgo energy. Nothing's come of that whole Epstein thing. Nothing happened with Putin and Zelensky, the war. It's just more behind the scenes stuff. And of course, Trump wasn't able to do what he wants to do, which is take care of his legacy. I will see him if he's really going to leave the office anytime soon. But I think there are some kind of behind the scenes deals going on that we can't see. It's always the case. So what are these behind the scenes deals? Quiet, maybe underhanded. Going on with the politics. Three of Wands could be having to do with people looking at different partnerships abroad, foreign relations. Well, also the energy of the merchants, trade wars, the tariffs. Well, maybe the boycotts too. All right, so what are you telling me here, Spirit? People having to defend their positions. So I guess that we're going back to the idea of negotiations that are going on. So this is the world, politics, the world affects everyone, whether you hide in a corner somewhere or in a cave or you're out there being visible and participating. There's the government card, the Hierophant. Well, rules, regulations. I'm thinking about the idea of codes, ethics, behaviors, something that might be being checked up on. What's that? Maybe the Israeli-Gaza-Palestine conflict. The big ones, money that's being made. New beginning, new plan, maybe. 6, 7 cards here, new plans that are being made. By whom? Let's see if I can get some kings or queens here. Which individuals? Here we go with the strength card again. Now, this has been a year of this card showing up a lot. The strength card, so balancing one's emotions, controlling one's appetites, controlling one's emotional reactions, having some discipline, having to tighten the belt. So this is a representative of the higher self, controlling the lower ego self, which is the passions, the lion, representative of those passions. So something's going on here now. Something new will be offered. Will it help or hinder us, regular people, or is it just for the 1% here? Oligarchs. Some of them are trying to help. So, internet's abuzz with Trump's health. Is there anything going on with his health? Donald Trump. Get his chart up real quick. We have it. Okay, Donald Trump. Transits. Yeah, so still things are hidden with his health. However, Pluto's starting to transit the 6th house of health. That would mean change. Aquarius is on that descendant. Opposite Mars and Leo. So ascendant being 5 degrees. So his ascendant. So there is a challenge to his health, just Pluto, even just from Pluto in the 6th house of health, opposite his ascendant, which is 5 degrees of Leo. So there's tension there going from the health house to the way he presents himself to the world as Mr. Tough Guy, right? And so let's see if he's other aspects going on too with Saturn, I think. The Lord of Longevity and Jupiter on his Saturn. Jupiter can blow things up out of proportion. It could expand things. And the water sign Cancer. But the ankles are more Aquarius. That would be Pluto in the 6th house. So we'll have to see if this health things gets worse. More inflammation, more swelling. What rules the heart, Leo? So here we are in suspension. What's going on? Hang on. With Donald Trump. In suspension. Okay, so in yoga, when you stand on your head, it rushes all the blood to the head, and then you get this samadhi, which represents a cosmic enlightenment. But this card represents things that are at a standstill. However, we can be illuminated during that time. It augurs some kind of sacrifice. Let's say that. Okay. Trump. Is he really wanting to sacrifice himself? No. Next card is the devil. Addictions, lies, deception. But he might be tied to his Lord. Who's his Lord? Is it Putin? Because he does whatever Putin wants. He laid out the red carpet for him in Alaska. And nothing got done. If that was even to Putin, they say it was a double. I don't know yet. Doesn't matter, does it? Nothing got done. Then there's a Wheel of Fortune. Everything's going to change and shift. This devil card for him could also represent fear. He does have fear of dying. What will happen if he crosses over? Does he fear God? Donald Trump. What's going to happen during his life review? Maybe he's starting to feel some things now. I don't know if he has a conscience like that. He's so self-centered. Again, here's that deal card. Making a deal. Finding kindred spirits. Fear, stopping, being put to a test. So maybe what's being tested are his loyalties, Donald Trump. Does that give him anxiety? Can you push forward? More power? Could be military stuff, because that's what presidents can do. Military stuff. Here's the emperor holding his throne. So he's still holding his throne, the emperor. The condition of the emperor. Balance, stability, power. Something that it might be that somebody's trying to do some kind of deals behind the scenes. Do what? To steal his throne? Seven of swords here. Somebody trying to get away with something. 7 swords. Someone making a deal behind the scenes. Who's that? Yeah, there's something going on here with partnering. Other partners. Business partners, of course. What's he got going on in the 7th house? He's got Saturn. That's translating through the 8th. And that could be a problem for his health, just that Saturn transit in the 8th house. 8th house is the house of death. Some kind of announcement will be made. Maybe there's some truth to that he'll get bought out. He'll want to get bought out to leave the presidency, and they'll put in Vance. Any truth to that? Something from the past. Children playing. Some memories from the past. I don't know, this doesn't look very clear to me, but there's some kind of something behind the scenes, some deal being made. So his life is in suspension, whether he'll stay in the presidency or retire for health reasons. I think that might be what is really happening here. I know about Donald Trump retiring, or retire, yes or no, from the presidency, and Newsom. Well, I'm swinging yes here. Within how many months? 2025? In how many months? 2025, is that correct? Well, it could be within the next 3 months. So September, October, November. Will he last in 2025? Will he stay in? Okay, so will it be medical reasons? For medical reasons that he retires? Donald Trump. I think yes. Will he be impeached or thrown out? I don't think so. Something else. It's got to be medical reasons. Medical reasons. It's like 80% yes, so that's what I'm getting. Medical reasons. Will J.D. Vance take over the presidency? this year, 2025, what's the probability? Well, it's moving to yes, like 80%. Try here, yes or no, J.D. Vance taking over the presidency. J.D. Vance, yes or no? This year, 2025, yes or no? Keep swinging yes. It's kind of a small yes, but it really feels to me like it's behind the scenes, like stuff that's going on behind the scenes here with J.D. Vance. What's he up to? He's definitely a Leo. I don't know if I have his chart. Kitty. Oh, okay. J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance. There, nope. It's not J.D. Vance. I guess I don't have his chart in front of me. But anyways, I know he's a Leo. Maybe next year Jupiter comes to his ascendant, to his sun. That could help him out, become more powerful. That's what's going to happen here. J.D. Vance. Let's look at him. Real quick, what's he up to? Mr. Unpopular, J.D. Vance. Two cards, first of all. Look like he's doing a lot of talking. Yep, the world card. Oh, the moon upside down. That's not good. Moving away from difficulties. Maybe he's coming to some kind of completion himself. Something here. I see him talking. Look at negotiations. What kind of negotiations is J.D. Vance doing? And card. Wow. Whoops, that's not good. Death card. So death in the tarot represents transitions, new beginnings, the end of something. Will we stay in office? So will he be a politician or a businessman? Here we go. Okay, J.D. Vance. I don't know, a message, something that's misleading, something that certainly not truthful, but some kind of allurement, like trying to convince people of something, some kind of the image of innocence. I think that's what he tries to do, anyways, unless he's barking at someone like Zelensky. On the issues, holding on to his money, greed. I don't know, J.D. Vance, the president. What's changing? There's a conflict here. Not very clear. I feel like he's moving on. Cards are saying with the death card and moving through troubled waters. And the moon upside down is deception, treachery. Trying to hedge his bets, maybe. And then there's the bully, the conflict. One more, maybe. Is he going to make it to president? Nothing seems happy here. Oh my God. Well, we'll end it there with the devil card. Something is being planned or machinations of deception. With the moon upside down. What you see is not what you get. Some kind of message. Trying to entice people to his point of view. Well, he is like a pseudo-Christian, right? He's trying to be Christian or appear to be a Christian. The fish in the tarot here can represent the idea of Christianity. Okay, very, very difficult read here. So, deception, trouble, fighting, being held hostage, limited, restricted, doing some kind of dirty work. That's dirty Vance. The tarot says, so leave that there. Yikes. I guess him and Steve Miller up to something. We'll read on Steve Miller. He's like so evil. God, take care of these people, please. Karma will come around eventually. We all got to face ourselves on the other side, whatever we have done, good or bad, and then deal with it. Self-judgment is really what happens. Anyways, if you have any questions, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Hope you're all doing well. It's the end of summer. I can't wait. September 21st is right around the corner. It will go by fast. But right now, this is the card I get, is just kind of hang in there, everyone. Things are not what they seem. Things are kind of like not really satisfactory yet. Oh, I might want to read on Gavin Newsom again, because I know that he is, I heard that he was going to be president back in November from Spirit. Gavin Newsom. Yeah, Jupiter is having good positive aspects from Jupiter, so it's giving him a better look, so to speak, popularity. And that's coming for the election time. It's got a strong Jupiter in Leo. That means he could be a natural king, president, not king in the old sense of the, but someone who has power, someone who's able to make things happen. Let's get this here. Just for now, what's he up to? Helping California. Sticking up for democracy. Will he rise? Yep. Sun is shining. The light is on him. Liberation, freedom, the light is on him. Things coming together for him, making deals. However, here's the tower. Tower is change. It can mean invention, though, something new, breaking up the old order. Maybe that has more to do with the Democratic Party, shifting and changing. Here's the Queen of Cups, emotions, empathy, intuition. Maybe support from women, women's issues, maybe Kevin Newsom. I don't know who this woman is, but it would be a water sign, a Pisces, Cancer, woman, or Cancer, Scorpio. Maybe something about a conflict with another politician. Or that he's keeping up the fight here. But is this the woman that runs the Democratic Party? Is there a woman? Got all the secrets. Kevin Newsom, will he be approved by the Democratic Party? He will make an announcement. Some kind of announcement is coming up around him, a bold message. A bold message. New message of the fight. The Texans got their wish to gerrymander. No, the courts are just not happening. So he will fight Gavin Newsom, picks up the sword and goes after his enemies. Something rushing in right away. Maybe he's being attacked. No, he will fight and he will emerge with his leadership success. So if I read this, I think there's change more around the Democratic Party. Some woman there, probably, I don't know if it's Pelosi or whoever. Because there's this beautiful bright light coming in, awakening. The spotlight on Gavin Newsom. Well, I think he will emerge, continue to emerge as a viable leader for the presidency. Rightful justice. He is a lawyer, of course, and he's a great spokesman. Yep, the magician. He'll make things happen. He'll be able to harness the power needed to make things happen. And maybe that does have to do with changing the Democratic Party, like making them wake up, throwing out all the corruption there as well, just like the Republicans. They really are one party. It just depends on who their benefactors are. So I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of the end of the summer. Bye for now.